What it do, y'all? It's King Promise, man, coming back at y'all with another wise word. You get what I'm saying? Tap in for this one. This one got a little crunch to it. We're going to be reading out the book of John today, John 5. We're going to go from verses 1 all the way to 15. And from that, ain't no little razzle-dazzle. It's just a little communication and understanding to drop this wisdom. You get what I'm saying? Alright, so jumping right on into it, starting at verses 1, chapter 5 of John. Afterward, Jesus returned to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish holy days. Inside the city near the sheep gate was the pool of Bethesda, with 5 covered porches. Crowds of sick people, blind, lame, or paralyzed, lay on the porches. One of the men laying there had been sick for 38 years. Alright, that's important. Stay with me. For 38 years, when Jesus saw him and knew he had been ill for a long time, he asked him, "Would you like to get healed?" The man quoted, I can't, sir," the sick man said, "for I have no one to put me into the pool when the water bubbles up. Someone else always gets there ahead of me." Jesus told him, "Stand up, pick up your mat, and walk." Instantly the man was healed. He rolled up his sleeping mat and began walking. But this miracle happened on a Sabbath, so the Jewish leaders objected. They said to the man who was cured, "You can't work on a Sabbath. The law doesn't allow you to carry that sleeping mat." But he replied, "The man who healed me told me, pick up your mat and walk." Who said such a thing as that?" they demanded. The man didn't know, for Jesus had disappeared into the crowd. But after Jesus found him in the temple and told him, "Now you are well. So stop sinning or something even worse may happen to you." My fault. Then the man went and told the Jewish leaders that it was Jesus who had healed him. Alright, so just to give a quick summary again for y'all who haven't heard of this story before in the Bible. So basically, this was a place in Jerusalem where a lot of the lame people, meaning disabled, unable to walk, can't basically take care of themselves type of people lived here at this place where all of these pools was. Now, the point of the whole pool was because back in those times, the Old Testament, in those days, they believed that like angels or some type of Holy Spirit at that time would come down and make the water spin and like swirl around. Kind of similar like the picture behind me here. And the first ones out of all of the disabled or paralyzed type people that was to get in the water, swirl and to heal anybody, the first one who was to get in will always be healed. And that's something that they always live by. So that's the whole point of that, as far as in the pool and the man trying to get into the pool and him saying that everybody always get there before he able to because he can't walk. And he been paralyzed from the waist down for 38 years. Mind you, at this time, Jesus' ministry, I believe, started at 32 up until his crucifixion at 33 years old. He could have took it any type of way, right? He could have got offended. He could have got defensive. He could have felt some type of way, thought that he was playing with him or anything like that. Because obviously the man is way older than 38 years old if he been dealing with this for 38 years. Whereas Jesus is only at the time 32 years old. So there's plenty ways to gain some wisdom out of this story alone. Faith moves mountains when you believe without seeing. This man decided to make a choice out of his free will. Instead of getting offended, feeling played with, he went off faith. He chose to believe. And that's what ultimately did it. He listened to what Jesus said, even though at this time he didn't even know who Jesus was, because it told us that they told the old man it's the Sabbath and you're not permitted to pick up your mat because that's a form of working. On the Sabbath, like I said, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, you're not supposed to really work. You're not supposed to do any type of labor. That's the day that God set to rest, like how he did after making the world in 6 days, and on the 7th day he rested. He chose to listen through faith, and he didn't even know that at the time that this was the Messiah. He just chose to believe in faith. So he went ahead and did that, and he got it back. The other important part, or the main reason why I wanted to make this video about this word today, is because Jesus found him in the crowd again and told him, "Now you are well. So stop sinning or something even worse may happen to you." Now this hit me last night when I came across this word and decided to make this my word of wisdom for the day. God can free us from stuff, and all of the things that he's freed us from or is in the process of freeing us from, that we can be witness to from stuff in the past or even now. When he frees us from that, or give us those blessings, or deliver a breakthrough, a miracle for us that's life-changing and miraculous, use it for good. Don't go back. Don't use the blessings and breakthroughs and stuff like that to continue on back how it was before all of the super struggle and and the problems. Because if you do, stop sinning, or something even worse may happen to you. He could have been paralyzed fully from the neck down and couldn't have moved nothing at all if he was to return back to his sinful ways or giving into his fleshly desires or whatever it was. As well as disrespect to the Most High because of him making this miracle happen in this man's life, or me or your life, you know what I'm saying, with whatever it is and everybody's individual walk or situation. That's a big disrespect and smack in the face to the Lord, because he didn't have to do it. And by him working through the miracles in ways that only he could have did it, because all things are possible with Christ and nothing is possible without him. Right? That's another thing. And you don't want to stir up God's jealousy or put anything before God after what he done for us. Or you don't want to put him to the test, as it say in the word. You get what I'm saying? The wise word out of that also means it might not even be nothing worldly that you gotta go through or experience if you was to go back or keep going back to the sinful nature or lifestyle that you had before being able to have the free will and freedom to really do as you please. You get what I'm saying? That could very well just be your life. And you don't want that to happen, because like it said, something worse could happen. He didn't specify exactly, but that's always one, because everybody don't wake up every day. You never know your time. You get what I'm saying? And you don't want to backslide or, oh, it's just one time, or I missed it. It's been so many years. I was just trying to feel alive again, or feel youthful, or it's been a long time since I was able to light up some cheeks, whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? Wanted to hit that J, sip some, like whatever it is. You get what I'm saying? That's one of the main things, or a big struggle or an addiction that you may have had lustfully, meaning not just sexually, but what your body craves. You get what I'm saying? The carnal things. You don't want to do that after God finally giving you everything that you asked for. We all don't know. None of us know the patience that the Lord has with us and the mercy he has for certain things in our lives, because he know we human, right? He made us. But with certain things, he has a time where it's supposed to be cut. And sometimes, like I'm sure y'all done heard or seen on the internet with certain stuff before, people could die in their sin, for sure. So we don't want to do that when God do give us breakthroughs and blessings and make miraculous miracles in our lives, because having one foot in, one foot out with the Lord, you could lose your life. And after that, eternity is eternity. It ain't no more mercy, grace, and forgiveness. There's no more time to get it right. All of the breakthroughs that you have, the blessings, the things that God make accessible for you, or the doors he opened that have been closed forever, or you just never experienced, or it's coming. Do not backslide. If anything, you stick with God even more. So regardless of us knowing he loves us and is a merciful God and patient and all of that, and love conquers all, he's still a stern, just God as well. He's a jealous God as well. He mean what he say. His words don't come back void as well. So this just a little crunch to open your mind a little more, so you don't have to feel that regret punch. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, keep God first always, man. Don't backslide, because nobody know their day and time. But if you haven't, if it's on the way, if you've been in tune with God, if you've been working towards that, whenever it does happen in your life, man, you stick with God and Jesus even more than you did through the sorrows and pain, because that's when everybody won't call on the Lord. So you stick with him then, because the very things that he allowed for you to really do what you want to do and how you want to move, able to, everything handled. I'm just living life. I'm trying. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to play with that, because he could take it just like that. Just like how he can make it happen just like that. And just like how he can take it just like that, that don't mean you gonna be alive for the taking. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't want to play with that. That could very well be your life or death sentence. So with that being said, y'all have a good rest of the week. Push on through New Year's in a couple days, man. Y'all be safe. I encourage no clubbing. None of that wild stuff, man. Stay safe, stay out the way, stay with your loved ones. A little could go far. You ain't gotta do too much super turn up and all that type stuff. We grew up being lit. Come on now. You know, moderation, balance it all. And all that did is King Promo. And if you ain't know, God get all the glow for sure.